What does the story of Matthew, the tax collector, tell us? What about our choices, our worries, or even our connection with God? It's a big question for everyone, no matter who you are. Welcome to our show, where we explore Bible stories to help us understand our path.
That's right, A. This episode isn't just about an old event. We'll see how this story, from the New Testament, shows us something important. It's about feelings and changes that are still true today. It talks about changing for the better and being kind.
This episode is part of our Bible story collection. It's in the series about Jesus' birth and childhood. But it's also a very important moment. The main parts we'll explore are in Matthew 9 verses 9 to 13, Mark 2 verses 13 to 17, and Luke 5 verses 27 to 32.
Yes, and just so you know, we've read all these parts already. But we'll focus on just a few special verses for our talk today. Our goal is to make this story feel real. We want to show what it means for people and how it can still help us.
To set the scene, this is when Jesus was just starting to teach people. He had just helped a man who couldn't walk in Capernaum. This made some people, like the scribes and Pharisees, a little upset. They thought he was saying bad things about God.
Exactly. Matthew, also called Levi, was a tax collector. People really didn't like this job back then. These men were often seen as traitors to their own people. They worked with the Roman rulers. They also got rich by taking too much money from their neighbors. People didn't want anything to do with them.
You could feel the excitement and worry in the air. On one side, Jesus was drawing big crowds with his amazing miracles and teachings. On the other side, Jewish society had many strict rules. Some people were left out because of these rules. It's in this setting that Jesus walks past the tax office.
And this is where the story gets really powerful. As Jesus was leaving, he saw Matthew sitting at his toll booth. There was no long talk, no big discussion, just a look and a simple, direct word, "Follow me."
What an incredible turning point. Matthew doesn't think twice. The Bible tells us he stood up and followed. Imagine the surprise, even the shock of those who saw it. A respected teacher calling someone like Matthew.
And the results are immediate. Matthew throws a big party at his house for Jesus. Lots of tax collectors and sinners join them. It's an open table, a powerful picture. Everyone is welcome and shares together.
But not everyone is happy about this. The Pharisees see what's happening. They ask Jesus' friends, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" That's when Jesus says something very important.
Yes, he answers them. Healthy people don't need a doctor. It's the sick people who do. Go and learn what this means. I want kindness, not sacrifice. I didn't come to call those who think they are good. I came for those who know they make mistakes. This is the true meaning of Matthew's calling.
This important moment shows us a lot. Matthew risks his good name, his money, and his place in society, even though he was already an outsider. But by standing up, he finds new worth. He hears a call to a different life. He meets God's kind and loving heart.
The change is huge. Matthew goes from a tax collector to a follower. Then he becomes an apostle, a special messenger. His story is bigger than just one person. It shows that God's kingdom is open to everyone. Jesus' love doesn't care about your past or who you are.
This is a very important lesson. God comes close in surprising ways. He calls real people, often those society pushes away. He starts something new, often quiet, but very powerful.
From a human side, we see Matthew's fear of the unknown, but also his wish for something bigger, his change. He shows courage to answer the call, to leave his old life behind and start a new one.
This story shows us how God is always there. He calls to everyone, and his kindness never ends. Jesus doesn't judge, he invites us. He doesn't condemn, he makes things better. He's not looking for perfect people, but for those who know they need his help.
And from the Bible, this story reminds us that God works through regular people, even if they're not perfect, just like he did with Moses or King David. He keeps his promises, not by being strong, but by meeting people and changing their hearts. This is a big step in God's wonderful plan.
For us today, Matthew's call helps us see how God might be calling us in our everyday lives. It's not always a big, flashy event. Sometimes it's just a little change or a brand new start.
We can ask ourselves, is there something in my life right now that I need to leave behind? What needs a decision or a change? What needs a little leap of faith in God?
Maybe it's a simple thing to do this week, like saying, "I'm sorry," helping someone out, or just spending more quiet time with God. Reading this Bible story again, just for you, can really help.
So, Matthew's call reminds us that even when we make choices or feel a bit wobbly or things get mixed up, a much bigger story is still happening. It's God's story, and He comes to meet us, offering His love and showing us the way.
That's a wonderful summary. This story teaches us that God's love and call are for everyone, no matter what. It asks us to trust, to be kind, and to be brave enough to answer when God calls us. It's like a golden rule for walking with Him.
To finish up, we have this prayer for you. Dear God, please help us understand your word. Through the story of Matthew's call, help us see our own struggles. Help us say yes to your call and walk forward with more truth, trust, and faithfulness. Amen.
And for all of you listening at home, what part of Matthew's story feels like your own life? We hope you'll think about that. Thank you for listening to our show today.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. We'll be back next week to explore more amazing Bible stories. See you then.